You just don't understand. Once again, the seeds of women's and men's styles are sown in the ways they learn to use language while growing up. In our culture, most people, but especially women, look to their closest relationships as havens in a hostile world. The center of a little girl's social life is her best friend. Girls' friendships are made and maintained by telling secrets. For grown women, too, the essence of friendship is talk, telling each other what they're thinking and feeling and what happened that day. Telling who was at the bus stop, who called, what they said, how that made them feel. When asked who their best friends are, most women name other women they talk to regularly. When asked the same question, most men will say it's their wives. After that, many men name other men with whom they do things such as play tennis or baseball, but never just sit and talk, or a chum from high school whom they haven't spoken to in a year. When Debbie Reynolds complained that Dick Van Dyke didn't tell her anything, and he protested that he did, both were right. She felt he didn't tell her anything because he didn't tell her the fleeting thoughts and feelings he experienced throughout the day, the kind of talk she would have with her best friend. He didn't tell her these things because to him they didn't seem like anything to tell. He told her anything that seemed important, anything he would tell his friends. Men and women often have different ideas of what's important and at what point important topics should be raised. A woman told me with lingering incredulity of a conversation with her boyfriend. Knowing he had seen his friend Oliver, she asked, "What's new with Oliver?" He replied, "Nothing." But later in the conversation, it came out that Oliver and his girlfriend had decided to get married. "That's nothing?" the woman gasped in frustration and disbelief. For men, nothing may be a ritual response at the start of a conversation. A college woman missed her brother, but rarely called him because she found it difficult to get talk going. A typical conversation began with her asking, "What's up with you?" and his replying, "Nothing." Hearing his "nothing" as meaning there is nothing personal I want to talk about, she supplied talk by filling him in on her news and eventually hung up in frustration. But when she thought back, she remembered that later in the conversation he had mumbled, "Christy and I got into another fight." This came so late and so low that she didn't pick up on it, and he was probably equally frustrated that she didn't. Many men honestly do not know what women want, and women honestly do not know why men find what they want so hard to comprehend and deliver. Maybe we really are from two different planets. Maybe we really are Martians and Venusians.